Hello and welcome back to Simple English Hub. Today, we will explore one of the most powerful ways to master English, always talking in English. Have you ever met someone who speaks English fluently and wondered, how did they do it? The answer is simple. They made English a natural part of their daily life. Speaking English consistently, even when you're alone, can dramatically improve your fluency and confidence. Many English learners focus too much on studying grammar and memorizing vocabulary but hesitate when it comes to speaking. Why? Because they don't practice enough. The more you speak, the easier and more natural it becomes. In this lesson, we will discuss the benefits of speaking English all the time, how to overcome the fear of speaking, practical ways to practice, and a real-life story that will inspire you to keep going. So, let's begin. Speaking English every day is like building a habit. The more you use the language, the stronger your skills become. Think of it like going to the gym. If you work out once a month, you won't see much progress. But if you exercise daily, your muscles get stronger. The same principle applies to language learning. When you speak English daily, your pronunciation improves, your confidence grows, and you start thinking in English rather than translating from your native language. Many learners struggle with English fluency because they focus too much on perfection. They hesitate to speak because they fear making mistakes. But here's the truth. Mistakes are a part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes. The key is to keep speaking, no matter what. Fear is the biggest obstacle to fluency. Many learners are afraid of being judged, mispronouncing words, or forgetting vocabulary. But remember, confidence comes from practice, not from perfection. The more you speak, the less you will worry about mistakes. Let me share a story about my friend Anna. She moved to an English-speaking country for her studies, but was too scared to speak in public. Every time she had to talk, she felt nervous. One day, she made a decision. She would only speak in English, no matter what. She started talking to herself in English, ordering food in English, and even thinking in English. At first, it was difficult, but after a few months, she started noticing a change. She could form sentences faster, her pronunciation improved, and, most importantly, she stopped feeling shy. Anna's story teaches us an important lesson. You don't need perfect English to start speaking. You need the courage to begin. One of the main reasons people struggle to speak English fluently is that they think in their native language first and then translate into English. This slows down communication and makes sentences sound unnatural. If you want to improve your fluency, train yourself to think in English. Here's a simple way to practice. Start by describing your surroundings in English. When you wake up, say to yourself, "I'm getting out of bed, I am brushing my teeth, I am making coffee." Throughout the day, try to narrate what you're doing in English. At first, it might feel strange, but soon it will become a habit, and forming English sentences will feel more natural. Now, let's look at practical ways to make English a part of your daily life. First, talk to yourself. This might sound silly, but it's a powerful method. Stand in front of a mirror and have a conversation with yourself in English. Describe your day, express your thoughts, or even tell yourself a story. Second, join an online community. There are many online forums and social media groups where English learners communicate. Join these groups and participate in discussions. Third, practice with a friend. If you have a friend who is also learning English, make an agreement to only talk in English when you're together. Fourth, use English in your daily activities. Change your phone's language to English. Watch English movies, listen to English podcasts, and try writing your daily journal in English. Fifth, read out loud. When you read English books, articles, or even subtitles, read them out loud to practice pronunciation and speaking fluency. Let me tell you the story of James, a young man from Spain who dreamed of working in an international company. James had a good understanding of English grammar but struggled with speaking. Every time he tried to talk, he felt embarrassed because he thought his accent wasn't good enough. One day, James set a personal challenge. He would only speak English for 6 months, no matter what. He spoke English at home, even though his family didn't understand. He recorded himself speaking every day and listened to his progress. He started conversations with strangers online and even joined an English-speaking club in his city. At first, it was difficult. He made many mistakes, but he kept going. After 6 months, James noticed a huge improvement. His fluency increased, his confidence soared, and he no longer hesitated while speaking. Speaking English fluently is not about perfection. It's about practice, persistence, and confidence. The more you make English a part of your daily life, the easier it becomes to speak naturally. By challenging yourself to always talk in English, whether with others or even alone, you are taking a powerful step toward fluency. Mistakes are not failures. They are signs of progress. Every time you speak, you are improving, even if you don't realize it at the moment. The story of Anna and James teaches us that fluency is not about where you start but about your commitment to continuous improvement. If you want to master English, you must live the language, think in English, speak in English, and surround yourself with English. You don't need to be in an English-speaking country to practice. You just need determination and creativity in finding ways to incorporate English into your everyday life. Remember, confidence comes from action. The more you speak, the stronger your skills will become. So, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Embrace them as part of your learning journey. Challenge yourself to speak English every single day, and soon, it will feel as natural as your native language. Speak without worrying about mistakes. Think in English, and make it a habit. Thank you for joining me in this lesson. I'm sure that by listening to this story, you have improved your English skills. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, the key to fluency is to never stop speaking.